How's everybody doing today? It's March 12th, 2014, 7 o'clock in the morning. I thought I'd just do a little quick vid on my 90 gallon. You can actually tell these fish anticipate me getting up every morning and feeding them. It's like I tried to make this tank so much like home for them and still look like I wanted it to look. And I think it came out pretty good. Every fish in this tank has its own personality. And I love to just watch them. I mean, sometimes I'll come out my bedroom and walk through the living room and just call myself gonna glance at the tank and can't help but to stop and sit down, because it's like, what are they doing? Some of these guys in here just like, they really be busy. You could tell they be busy. And then you got some of them in here that just like, I just want to follow what somebody else doing. But I think when you got stuff like this at home, basically you capture God's creations. He allows you to capture their creations and put them in a tank so you can view them anytime you want to without having to go outside or go pay to see it or try to find something like it on TV. You got it right in your home. And I consider that a blessing, because I know I love to watch my fish. I love to keep them healthy. I love for their habitat to stay looking like it's supposed to look. And I just love the hobby of fish keeping. It's so calming and soothing to the stressful world we live in. And then when you're able to grab different species with the different colors, and it's just really unexplainable. I mean, I could try to sum it up and explain it in so many words, but it's just like seeing is just believing, and seeing is explaining, because I don't know. I don't know nothing else that I've ever, any other type of hobby that I've ever been into that's just relaxing. And I know it's a lot of you out there that feel like I feel about it. But it's like each and every one of us that does have the hobby of fish keeping, it does something different for all of us. And this hobby right here for me, like I said, I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. I used to have tropical fish for the most part all the time. Then I ran into cichlids. I used to always be in the pet store and see cichlids in tanks and stuff and be like, they're aggressive, or I don't want those, because I figured that you only had to have whatever fish that I was looking at in the tank. That's all you could have in that tank. I didn't know anything about Lake Malawi or Tanganyika or Victoria, or, I didn't know nothing about African cichlids. I just thought, oh, they aggressive, so that means they like piranhas or something, that's what I figured. But, I guess that's why it pays to read and do research, because you'll find out that it's a whole nother world if you take the time out to do some research on something. I started this YouTube channel because I just wanted people to see what I wake up to or what I look at every day. And I'm sure that, a lot of people appreciate me making these videos so they actually can see it. I'm hoping that it sparks a couple of people to, you know, go out and buy tanks and start fish keeping. I mean, because who wouldn't want the vision of this somewhere in their home? I mean, I can't go any place that has a fish tank and not at least stop and look at it, not unless it's an empty tank. But like I said, I think God has blessed me tremendously by allowing me to have something like this in my home. And I have 5 other tanks running, but this is like my prized possession tank right here, because it took me the longest out of any tank I've ever put together in my life. It took me the longest to put this one together, and I've actually got it filled like I want it filled. I mean, yeah, you can look in here and see that I got a couple of Savinis in here with these Mbuna, and I got a convict in here, but I mean, you see the chemistry of my tank. Nobody's fighting. Everybody's getting along. Everybody's doing what they want to do. Oh, and I also have this frontosa in here. I mean, but he swims around like he doesn't have a care in the world. And you know, thanks to one of my other people that I subscribe to, CJ at CJ's Aquarium, he showed me about this wave mover. It's a power head wave mover, whatever you want to call it. And my fish love it. I mean, it put a current in my tank, and my fish love to swim in that current. Never had one of those before, but like as long as I keep on fish keeping, I'm always gonna have one now. Because I mean, like I said, he told us how to position it where it doesn't have any dead areas in your tank. Also, the cichlid hub showed me that also, so it works out great. I don't really have any dead spots in my tank as far as moving the poop around. I mean, you can look at my substrate and tell that, you know, I don't need to clean it or anything like that. It's clean. And I also know a lot of people say you can't put live plants in cichlid tanks, but as you can see, a live plant, you might see a couple little bite marks, but I mean, for the most part, these plants have been in here for a couple of months. Nobody has really touched them. I got this piece of wood soaked and put it in here when I first set the tank up, and no tannins got released, so I must have did it right. The fish even love it. Every now and then I see a couple of them bite on it. I don't know what it does for their teeth or anything like that, but they love it. So like I say, this is a video just to let a lot of people into my world, because I could sit here and stare and space out into this tank for hours and not even realize it. Like these guys do so much on a daily basis. To the naked eye, it look like they just fish swimming in the tank. But if you really get into this hobby, you can see that even fish have an agenda. And when I first set this tank up, everybody was like, what are you going to put in it? What's going to go in that tank? And I said I was going to have peacocks, haps, and Mbuna. And what do I have in here? Peacocks, haps, and Mbuna. I got a blue dolphin in here. Can't wait till you get bigger. think it's gonna look awesome. Where is he? Okay, he's over there. Small, small blue dolphin. Got him from Live Fish Direct. Also got that front Tosa from Live Fish Direct. Got a couple of sunshines in here. There's one. White top heras. Solosify albino. Male Kenya. Cobalt blues. Got some electric blue Johannes in here. Venustus. ACIs. OB peacocks. Male convict. He's getting big. Where's that? Yellow lab. Yellow lab male. Some more yellow labs in there. OB red zebra. Got a couple of Afras in here. I had an Afro in here not too long ago that was so aggressive. It was ridiculous. I ended up giving them to my cousin. I'm talking about that Afro was so aggressive that he would even try to grab my hand when I stuck my hand in to clean the tank. So yeah, he had to go. But yeah, if you don't have a fish tank or you don't have cichlids, you need to really check them out. It's worth every penny, and it's so relaxing because cichlids are very, very active. They dig. That's why I have sand for my substrate. I love the way they dig and make little caves and crevices and stuff. They really do the whole thing as far as fish keeping. And that Salvini back there, that Salvini was like the size of my fingernail when I first got him. My uncle had a whole tank full of babies, and I grabbed a couple of them. And I'm talking about the colors on that Salvini has popped out so much. And like I said again, some people say, oh, don't put South Americans or other cichlids in the tank with Mbuna. They won't get along, or you shouldn't do that and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, do you see anybody in this tank fight? Everybody in here gets along. And all I did was add them in by groups. I added them in groups of like 5 and 6. And now I got about, I want to say it's about 40, 45 fish in here. 45. It's close to 50 fish in here, I'll put it like that. But I got 2 60-gallon Whisper filters on the back. Got this wave mover. All my fecal is getting sucked up through the pipes. I do a water change. I'm only doing the water change, like a 30% water change once a week. And my water stays clear. Using Prime for a conditioner. I don't have any problems. This is a 90-gallon. But, like I said, to each his own as far as their cichlid tanks. I hope you all enjoy looking at mine, because I do. And I'm going to continue to post videos. So subscribe if you want. Leave comments if you want. And I appreciate you all watching. Have a very blessed day.